The Krauthar were apex predators. Their claws could slice through reinforced steel. Their reflexes were 3 times faster than any humans, and their warrior culture had conquered 17 star systems. They did not giggle. They did not coo. And they certainly did not waste time on frivolous entertainment, until Arya made one critical mistake. The human ambassador had been stationed on the Krauthar flagship for 6 months, serving as Earth's diplomatic liaison. She'd learned their language, respected their customs, and carefully navigated their rigid hierarchy. The towering feline-like aliens had grudgingly accepted her presence, though they made no secret of their disdain for humanity's soft nature. Everything changed on a quiet afternoon in the observation deck. Trix, the captain's youngest cub, had wandered away from the training grounds. At barely 4 solar cycles old, she was already expected to master combat techniques that would make human special forces weep. But today, Trix was tired. Her amber eyes were dim. Her striped tail dragged behind her. And when she spotted Arya sitting alone, she approached with uncharacteristic hesitation. "Human Arya," Trix said, her voice small. "Do you rest?" Arya looked up from her datapad and smiled. "Sometimes. Want to sit with me?" The cub glanced around nervously before climbing onto the bench beside her. Up close, Arya could see the exhaustion in the young alien's posture. The Krauthar pushed their children hard, too hard in her opinion. "Rough day?" Arya asked gently. Trix's ears flattened. "I failed the pounce sequence again. Father says I am disappointing." Something in Arya's chest tightened. She'd heard similar words from her own father once, long ago. Without thinking, she pulled up her personal device, a small Earth tablet she'd brought from home. "Want to see something that always makes me feel better?" Trix's eyes widened with curiosity as Arya tapped the screen. Seconds later, a video began playing. A small orange Earth cat attempting to jump onto a counter and failing spectacularly, tumbling into a box instead. The cub's pupils dilated. What is that creature?" Trix whispered, transfixed. "A cat. They're small predators from Earth. Not very good at it, though." Arya grinned and swiped to another video. This time, a kitten attacking its own reflection. A sound emerged from Trix that Arya had never heard a Krauthar make. A soft, chittering laugh. "They are so foolish," Trix breathed, leaning closer. "Show me more." For the next hour, Arya and Trix watched cat videos. Cats falling off furniture. Cats being startled by cucumbers. Cats getting stuck in boxes far too small for them. The cub's tail swished with delight, her earlier sadness completely forgotten. When Trix finally had to return to her quarters, she looked back at Arya with pleading eyes. "Will you show me more tomorrow?" Of course, Arya promised. She thought that would be the end of it. The next day, Trix brought her sibling, Kren. The day after that, 3 more cubs appeared. By the end of the week, Arya found herself surrounded by a pack of young Krauthar, all crowded around her tablet, their fierce little faces soft with wonder as they watched a Persian cat get spooked by a ceiling fan. "This one is my favorite," Trix declared, replaying a video of a cat dramatically flopping onto its side for the 5th time. Then the adults started noticing. Commander Vrax, a battle-scarred veteran with more kills than Arya wanted to imagine, paused in the corridor one evening. His shadow fell across the group of cubs huddled around the human. "What is the meaning of this?" he growled. The cubs scattered, all except Trix, who stood her ground. "Father, you must see. The Earth cats, they are incredible." Arya braced herself for a reprimand. Instead, Vrax's eyes locked onto the screen where a tabby kitten was wrestling with a stuffed mouse twice its size. His tail twitched. What manner of creature attacks prey so inefficiently?" he asked, taking a step closer. "They're just playing," Arya explained. "Humans keep them as companions. They're not really hunters anymore." "Companions?" Vrax's translator struggled with the concept. "You keep predators? For amusement?" "Pretty much." The commander watched 3 more videos in complete silence. Then, "Show me the one where the small orange falls into water." Within a month, cat videos had infected the entire flagship. Warriors gathered in the mess hall, debating the superior hunting technique of the Bengal versus the Siamese. Engineers paused their shifts to watch compilation videos of cats knocking things off tables. Even Captain Thralix, the stern leader who had once declared human culture wastefully sentimental, was caught in her quarters at 0300 hours, watching a live stream of kittens at an Earth animal shelter. It is research, she insisted when Arya walked in on her, to understand human psychology. Of course, Captain, Arya said, fighting a smile. The Kralthar began requesting more content. They wanted to understand cat behavior, cat biology, cat history. Arya found herself giving presentations on Felidae evolution. Someone started a shipwide chat channel called Optimal Cat Compilations. Arguments broke out over whether orange cats truly shared one brain cell among them. Trix became the clan's foremost cat expert, narrating videos with the same intensity her people usually reserved for battle tactics. When Earth Command contacted Arya for her quarterly report, she wasn't sure what to say. Relations with the Kralthar are significantly improved, she wrote carefully. Cultural exchange has been more successful than anticipated. What she didn't include: the flagship's most feared warriors now spent their recreation time watching videos of Earth cats being startled by cucumbers, and the sound of chittering Kralthar laughter had become common in the corridors. The Kralthar were still apex predators, but now they understood something humanity had known for millennia. Sometimes, the fiercest warriors needed to watch a chubby cat fail to fit into a box. And maybe, Arya thought as Trix showed her father yet another video, that made humans and Kralthar more similar than anyone had expected.